Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So the video I'm filming the long way. I'm just trying to get a video out. If you did not know, I'm trying to recover from being under the weather, but now my son, my youngest son, and my daughter, you'll hear me clear my throat, so they're sick now. And that's what usually happens, is that the germs go around the house. So because my throat is pretty lubricated at this point with some hot beverages, tea, I have like a good 10 minutes of a good speaking voice. So I wanted to make a video. This video will not be long at all. I wanted to share with you guys just 3 ETFs that I'm looking at. As always, I am not a financial advisor or fiduciary. I'm just sharing our journey. Also, guys, thank you to everyone who has followed me on Facebook. I had to create an official page to get the other fake pages taken down. So if you guys want to follow me over there, and also if you see any fake pages and they look fake, I mean, the names are all wonky and all of that, report those pages. Meta, Instagram, etc. responds when there's a lot of people reporting versus just like one person. So thank you to all of you who have reported. Please do that for me. I have the link in my community post. Okay. So let's talk about 3 ETFs that we're looking at for 2024 that we actually own, that not only could make us rich or a nice return in 2024, but perpetually. The first one is SCHD, and we're actually going to pause a little bit on SCHD because we reached our share size goal there. If you did not know, I have been buying SCHD faithfully for over a year, and our short-term goal was 500 shares. And you'll see it up on your screen. We actually have 505 and some change or something like that. And so because we have our milestone reach, we would like to get 1,000 shares of SCHD by the end of this year. But we like SCHD because it's a really good dividend ETF. So a lot of you who are into dividends, you will love SCHD. I think they have their reconstitution, or they're going to, the fund managers will go in and rebalance the fund. I think it's the end of February or March. Somebody can correct me in the comments. My brain is kind of off. But their next dividend payout is in March. They just had one in December. I think we made $371. But I like SCHD because it's not so tech heavy. And we own like some individual Tesla and Amazon and Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, things like that, because we want to own those companies directly versus through a fund. But I like SCHD because it doesn't have a lot of the tech in it, and I want to make sure that we're diversified. Okay. So I really like SCHD. I think we have like $38,000 ish invested. You see the screenshot. So that's one ETF we're going to just continue to build. But I said we're going to pause because this next ETF, VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, is also on our radar because we have 85 shares currently. I think the last update we had 75 shares, and because we're at 85 and 100 is right there, of course it's a no-brainer for me and my husband to make sure we focus on getting to that 100 share milestone of VTI just in this specific taxable account, not including anywhere else that we own this position. I like VTI over VOO, though you have your own personal preference, because remember, not only is personal finance personal, but it's your portfolio, it's your money. So if you like a stock or a fund, you can go ahead and invest in said stock or fund because it's your money. But VTI always has a special place in my heart because I have a special needs son. If you didn't know, I have a son who's autistic, and I'm trying to talk slower so I can preserve my voice, and I hope I don't cough during this, but the medicine should keep that calm. But and no, I don't have the vid, so it's just, you know, stuff going around, germs. But my son who is autistic, he will not understand finance the way my daughter would or my other son would, because he has just a different learning and processing style. He is still, you know, in my mind, special just like my other children, but he learns differently. But the one ETF that he knows of, the one stock, the one security that he knows of is VTI. And honestly, that is literally the only investment that he really needs to know. He literally would be invested in this entire stock market. Small cap, mid cap, large cap, all of the companies, for the most part, he would be invested in. He wouldn't even need to look at it a whole lot. He would still get a nice dividend. The low expense ratio, I think, is 0.03 or 4. Someone can correct me. So to me, VTI is probably the safest ETF on the market, even over SCHD or VOO, because you literally are investing in the entire stock market. And VTI had a great year last year. I think they were up like 24%, which is amazing. So shout out to all of you who were dollar cost averaging even when it was down, like being consistent. Remember, investing is years. It's not just like a couple of months. And that's even with your gains, right? Because the markets as of today is not doing the best. There's a lot of pullback. But long term, it always works. So I'm hoping we can get that 100 shares in VTI. And I think that value is like $17,000. So between SCHD and VTI, already over $50,000. And that's just 2 ETFs for 2024 that we're buying. And then the final one is DGRO. Been really enjoying this particular ETF as well. I love the mix of different industries or sectors in this as well. DGRO to me is a solid ETF because it's still kind of under the radar. I know the VTIs, VOOs, SCHDs, JEPIs, they're all like the sexy ones. But there's some, like with individual stocks, there's some really good ETFs that are under the radar that may not get a whole lot of attention. And I think in DGRO we have about 110-ish. Don't quote me, guys. It's up on the screen. And we're just going to continue to dollar cost average into every one of these ETFs for 2024 and beyond. Why? Because it's so important to remember your strategy. And I ask all of you often, like, what are you buying? Like, tell me down below, what are the assets that you are buying or have bought? We are in day 8, 9, my brain is fried, so forgive me, of January 2024. All those financial goals that we were making, have we done anything to actually execute them? Have you bought any stocks? Have you bought any funds? Have you set up your investment accounts or retirement accounts? Let me know down below, like, what assets have you been buying since January started? But what is the strategy, right? The end game for all of the investing and wealth building that we're doing for us is to retire early. Would we stop working? No. I could build up MT a whole lot. My husband can focus on whatever he wants to do. We can own our time. That is what financial freedom is for me. And so tell me, what's the end game for all of the investing that you're doing, right? And so I wanted to list just 3 ETFs for 2024 that will make us not just rich in knowledge, but rich if we continue to dollar cost average long term, and I showed you our actual positions, okay, so that you can see I'm a fellow investor like you are. I'm not just telling you ETFs, but I actually am investing because I want something bigger. I want a bigger legacy for my family, especially because I have a special needs son. So I'm going to get out of here. We're at the 10-minute mark, and leave a comment down below, subscribe, and like. Again, do not fall for fake Facebook pages. I will not DM you and ask you for money. That's why I have a website. Anything I sell is on my website or on my Amazon storefront. So make sure you do your due diligence. You want to be wise. Now, if it looks like fake, if it looks too good to be true, it usually is. So keep on investing. Dollar cost average. Remember, this is a long-term game. Keep me in your prayers so that my family and I can get over this. Y'all stay safe as well, because there's something definitely going around. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.